Back in 2015, myself and a friend of mine called Mark Bishop started a record label called Subiendo Records. And the name came from the Spanish word subiendo, to rise, to ascend. And we had various different names on the kind of list, but that one just seemed to keep kind of coming up. So anyway, we started the label in 2015 and started to get people interested. So the idea of the label was to give artists the opportunity to release their music onto some of the bigger platforms like Beatport, iTunes, Amazon, Spotify, etc. Beatport in particular was quite notorious for being able to get your music into that platform, but obviously it's one of the key platforms in the marketplace for dance music, and that's what Subiendo Records is primarily interested in. It's dance music, house music, etc. So to date now, we are September 2019 and we've had 11 releases. But I've always felt we've not really invested in the kind of the label itself, and also some of the great music that's come through. You know, we could have done more in terms of promotion, but of course that's time and cost. And this really was not a hobby, but it was kind of something that I just wanted to do, rather than just make tunes and listen to them. I just said to friends and people that I'd met and stuff, and said, let's you want to put your music out? I can get it out there. Obviously, there's no kind of massive loads of cash involved, and whatever you earn from the sales, you keep. So we've had some great music coming through the label, but my issue is that I think we haven't given that music enough backing, attention, promotion. So what I want to do is Subiendo Records. This is the whole aim of this campaign, is to put Subiendo Records on the map. So that means let's get some promotion. It could even be we do some re-releases on some of the tracks we've got, because we've got some really, really great music. And let's start attracting more people to want to come and publish our music on the label. And let's invest in the label and create, kind of take it to the next level. It would be my dream to run a label kind of full time, and for it to pay me a kind of a full time salary, and I would love to do that. That would be absolutely brilliant. So I guess where we're at now is this is a kind of a starting campaign, just to kind of address the kind of the big issues that we've got at the minute, and that's just lack of funding, really. Lack of funding, lack of promotion, lack of visibility. Various other things, which is what this campaign is all about. And there are some opportunities out there. The couple of other things that I want to be able to do is to properly master tracks that we put out on the label. Give it good promotion. Obviously, that's a really, really important thing. Is to maybe go and run a promotion line on Beatport for one of the releases, or several releases. And we've got a couple of opportunities coming up, so starting to make connections with people who can do different things. One of those is JW Cuts, a guy called Jason Webster down in Southsea, who does very limited edition lathe cutting of vinyl. So again, there's that opportunity there. There's also other opportunities to start doing bigger runs of vinyl. So it's small steps. This is the first step, and come on the journey with me. Come on the journey with us. Let's do it. I'd love nothing more. That would be awesome. And I've also got a couple of opportunities for remixing and re-releasing some classic electro hip hop tracks. One of them is Jam On It by Nucleus. That's all been agreed, so we just need to, and that's one that I really would like to kind of make really high profile. The other one is by a group called Project Future, called Reaganomics, which I think we could do a little bit of a twist, given the current kind of presidential situation in the USA. So I guess that's where we're at. That's the intro video. This will be, like I say, a quick sprint. Let's get the raise some cash. Let's inject it into the label. Let's start taking it a bit more seriously and see where it goes. A bit more organisation, a bit more planning, a bit more kind of, let's spend some time working on this, because even the music we've already put out is I love it. I think it's great, and there's a market for it. And I want the opportunity to be there for everyone. For someone to say, look, I've got this track. Can I put it through Subiendo Records? Yeah, of course you can. Job done. So please consider contributing to this campaign. That'd be great. There'll be more campaigns to follow, but obviously this one is the starting point. So it'd be really, really good. There's some great perks. I want to just make sure that we recognise anyone and everyone that's involved in the label, and this really is kind of the next rebirth. This is where the seeds get put into the ground. So if you can be involved in this round of funding, that would be absolutely brilliant. And there's various other things that I won't go into now that we've got ideas to really, really push it ultimately to a much bigger level. One of those ideas is to have a purpose-built studio that I can then give classes or one-to-one tuition or whatever, and some of that I want to do free of charge. I don't want to be charging people for that. Obviously, if you want to go to a different level, then that's chargeable, but one of the other things is it'd be great to go into some of the unis and the colleges and actually start talking about music production, because it's that little black box, it's that box that someone who knows what they're doing stuffs the black box with bits, it jiggles around, and then out of that comes a tune. But very few people, especially younger people, understand all of the processes involved. So I guess that's where we're at. I don't want to ramble on too long. If you want to get in touch, you can get in touch. I'll put some details in the proposal. Please come and join us. And that's it, really. So thank you very much for watching, and I do hope you will be a part of this campaign. Thank you.